What's up, guys? It's your boy August BTC back again with another video. Today, I just want to give you a quick portfolio update once again, where Bitcoin is trending to, where it's going, and how are we looking at the portfolio. So far, June hasn't been the best month. As you can see from the 1st of June, we've literally been trending down for Bitcoin. Good thing is we find some support here around about the 200-week moving average, and we consolidating here, and hopefully we can bounce back up, but we're still in the bear market. And as I've mentioned before, the only time that we're going to be over the bear market is when Bitcoin goes above this is on the day chart. Bitcoin needs to go above the 200-day moving average. Let me put that on here. Right, so the 200-day moving average is about, that's 77k. So Bitcoin basically needs to go all the way here and then start to close daily candles above this line and go up for us to be in a bull market. So for now, I want to talk about what I found out to be the best strategy, I believe, for me in the bear market. I've been experimenting a lot of things, right, in the portfolio. Let me close these and I want to talk about it. So I've been trying a few new strategies, different strategies, over the past few, weeks, as you guys know, and I've made some few changes that I want to talk about, and hopefully you guys like the content. Okay, so let's get into it. First things first, portfolio update. How are we looking on the portfolio? Not too good. Remember, guys, the goal is to bring this account to $10,000, and I want to be fully transparent with you guys on the journey. So the main goal is to be fully transparent. June has been not so good. Like, we're doing okay here, guys. We're doing okay here, holding the line. But as soon as June came, you know, it crashed, because June had that massive crash. And because my options trade, because I'm a crypto options trader, and I trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, highly correlated to Bitcoin. As you can see here, this is as Bitcoin, goes up and down. My portfolio, which is in the blue, also goes up and down. So it's highly volatile. So I've tweaked a few things here, and I still want to get to 10k, and I'm going to get 10k transparently live here, guys. It's just a matter of time. So I've tweaked a few things here on the portfolio, and I want to talk about it real quick, right? So what are we looking at here? I've decided to add Ethereum to the portfolio as well, right? Because Ethereum is at a very good level. If we go have a look at Ethereum real quick here, you'll see that Ethereum was at a very, very oversold level. And I thought to myself, why not, why not dive into Ethereum? Because it's really, really down, really, really down bad. If you look at the weekly chart for Ethereum, let me close this here, go to the weekly, and kind of just zoom out a little bit so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look here. So Ethereum is literally at this level here, and I entered a position here for Ethereum because I felt like, it's the same levels as before here in April 25 and here as well in September 23. Once it reaches this level here, it has a tendency to bounce back because it's really, really oversold. But we'll get into that. So what are we looking at and what do we have in a portfolio? I've changed a few things. Let's start with Bitcoin first. You would have seen that all my expiry now are in July, right? Same thing for Ethereum. Why July? I've done a lot of research, and before, guys, I was doing weekly expiries. Okay, I was doing weekly expiries, meaning I was basically selling short calls, right, and puts weekly. But it's not really ideal because that basically adds a lot of volatility to the portfolio, and you have to manage it every single time. So according to professional traders and hedge fund managers, the best time to, or the best day to expiry is about 45 days, about a month, right? So that's what I've decided to do, monthly expiries now, right? So what I have here, this positions that I have here expires in 48 days, which is ideal. So why am I doing that? Monthly expiries is better because number one, I get more premium into the account, which we'll get into, right? I'm receiving a little bit more premium for the positions that I have, and it avoids me to roll constantly because now gamma is very less sensitive against me, right? I don't get a lot of gamma risks, okay? And it's also easier to adjust, and it's easier stress because I don't have to look at the portfolio every single day, right? With the weeklies, monthlies, I just have to come a few times in a week, maybe once or twice a week, check the portfolio, then done, right? Because for the whole month, the best way to just manage the portfolio according to research and top traders is actually 21 days into expiry. So that's the only time that I'll come in and actually, tweak the portfolio, close the positions for profit and things like that. So that's why I decided to move into monthly expiry. So let's get into the portfolio and see what we have. So what I'm running essentially here, it's quite a technical name. I don't really want to get into it, but just to explain it in a simple manner. So what I have is, I have a short put. I'm selling a strangle, right? I still love strangles. So I have a short put for Bitcoin, right? 54K short put, expires July 31st. And I've received premium of, if I do 0.1 times this, I've received $116 in premium. So far, I'm up $26, 22% ROI. I added another short put for Bitcoin at 55K, right? If you look at the chain here, so these are the positions that I sold here, one here and one here, 54, 55. And then I received $105 in premium for this position. So that is the bottom part of the strangle. Now the top part of the strangle is here, 70, this 70 position and the 71 position. So the size is 0.1, 0.1. For the top part, I collected $107. Bottom part, I collected $89. It's currently down a little bit, but again, I really have a lot of time to let this play. So I'm basically saying that Bitcoin will not be above $70 to $71 by the end of July, right? But the thing is, I don't need to wait for that to happen. I don't need to exactly wait for the end of July. I can always manage the position before that time. So I'm betting that before the end of July, these positions will be in great profit and I can close the positions early. So on the options chain again, this is what we're looking at. So here's my short puts here, right? And then here's my short calls here, the ones in red. And that is a triangle basically. And then because we're in a bear market, and the reason why I say this is a very great strategy, lots of money, people make a lot of money in the bear market, right, guys? Because those are levels where it's extremely oversold and it's a great time to buy the asset that you like at a cheap price and then ride it up into the bull market. That is why I added these wings. I added an in the money long call for Bitcoin, right? I bought a call for July 31st, 62K, right? And the 0.1 size, and I paid about $496 in premium to open up this position, right? So basically, if Bitcoin runs up, Bitcoin is currently at 63K. If Bitcoin starts pumping 64, 65, 66K, I'll be making tremendous money. If Bitcoin goes all the way back up to 100K, this position will be in tremendous profit, right? So that's what I'm betting on. And then I did the same thing here with another long call here at 72K for Bitcoin, right? It's another wing that I opened up here at 72K. But the reason why I opened this up here is basically to cap the losses on the short calls in case Bitcoin rips past 70 and 71K. This position will be in profit and it basically helps caps the loss. So that's basically the strategy that I'm running here right now, guys. So far, it's great. It's working. Again, this is a monthly, expiry positions, and I'll manage these positions 21 days to expiry, or when this position starts to become at least 50% in profit, then I'll start to close it and then reassess. So very low management, very tactical. I don't really have to do much. Even if the price goes against me, look, there's a lot of gap, right? There's a lot of room for Bitcoin to do whatever it does, compared to weekly options. So here's where Bitcoin is right now. This is my position, which is very far. So Bitcoin has to do a tragic move in a month's time, in 48 days time, to kind of threaten my positions. And then same thing here on the upper side to kind of threaten my positions here. But even if it does, if Bitcoin goes up, I still, make some money with the long calls. That's the goal. If Bitcoin ranges, I make money from the strangles. That's the goal. So let's close this Bitcoin position and let's talk about Ethereum. So again, I added Ethereum because it was really a tactical play, to be honest. Otherwise, I would have stuck with Bitcoin. But this is a really tactical. It was really looking, very juicy. So it was a great opportunity that I could not pass. So I'm essentially running the same thing with Ethereum. I'm selling a put on the downside, $1,400, right, for Ethereum. If we look at the Ethereum chain here, so here's my position. right here. This is an expected move. This purple strip is an expected move. So I like to sell. It's wise or advisable to sell options a little bit further away from the expected move, like I'm doing right now. And also at a very low delta. So I sold one Ethereum, one put here, and I collected $47. It's currently up, as you can see. Collected $47 in premium. Then what I did is I sold it in the money call for Ethereum. Sorry, I bought an in the money call for Ethereum. I bought one Ethereum. It costed me $180. It's currently down, but as soon as Ethereum starts ripping up, Ethereum is currently at 1.6. As soon as it starts ripping up, this position will be in profit, tremendous profit, and the delta is going to increase as well. And then what I did is I sold I sold the call. I sold the call, and then I sold two calls, and then I collected about 70 something dollars if you multiply this by two, and it's currently in a slight profit, right? And then I bought another long call to kind of cap the loss on the short call, and then this position costed me $29. Again, all of this is for July 31st. This is what I'm running basically. So I'm winning in a lot of ways, right? Let me explain. All right, let's look at the option chain. So if Ethereum stays between 1.4 and say 1.9, right, in the next 48 days, I get the premium. I receive the premium. And if Ethereum, bounces back up to 1.7, 1.8, or pushes up, then I can collect the profit from the in the money long call, right? And then and still, so if Ethereum can range here and bounce maybe to 1.8, 1.8, 1.9, I don't really care where it goes. I can make money from the long call and this triangle that I have here, right? And I'll probably still make a little bit of money on this 2050 long call as well. So that's what I'm running, guys. I really love the way this new portfolio is looking. I'm not really worried that I'm still down on the account because the goal is to get to 10K. Remember, this is a marathon. This is not a race, right? And the goal is you need to build a proper portfolio that will print money for you. And I've been trying a lot of things, and so far this is good. So let me quickly summarize the positions that I have here. So I'll put this thing on Claude to kind of make it a little bit easier to, to see and to understand the positions that's going on here and to read it. So essentially the account is down, right, minus $61, but the total premium that I've received so far, that I stand to make so far, by July 31st is about $537. That's how much I stand to make by July 31st, right? This is the premiums that I received only from the short calls, right? The theta that I'm getting per day, it's a little bit lower because when you sell weekly options, the theta is higher. But then when you sell monthly options, right, the theta is, or when you deal with monthly options, the theta is a little bit lower. But as the price gets close to expiry, this theta would increase, right? So this is essentially what I'm running, guys. I have my Bitcoin positions that I have here. I have my Ethereum positions that I have here. And the total premium received is this. Currently, we're down a little bit on the account and we are receiving $5 theta. So that's basically it, guys. Quick portfolio update. I hope you guys like the content. I'll keep you guys posted. I want to be fully transparent and I want to get this account to 10K. And we will get there. It's just a matter of time. We are in a bear market, and I feel like this portfolio is built to survive the bear market. And yeah, so feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.